अर्थात इसको सब कल्पना आपने जिस व्यक्ति को फॉलो किया है वो अभी
For pronouncement of judgment, item number 27.
This court find no ground for interference in the order passed by the appellate court, and the revision petition accordingly dismissed. I'll put my signature afterwards. Give my copy in my chamber.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I beg to mention item 24. Lordship, here my senior is currently in bereavement. So I pray Your Lordship may pass over for the day till Monday.
No, Monday we're not going to fix. Monday will not be fixed. Monday in next week only,
Lordship,
not on Monday.
there is urgency in this matter for IA.
For IA,
Yes,
I
Monday other matters are also there, I think. Maybe on Tuesday, I think.
If
Monday
my lord
one,
have
two,
difficulties
three
on
matters.
Monday, she can be listed on Tuesday, then
Yes,
she-
Lordship.
No, not difficulty as such, but there are some other matters also been
Yes,
fixed on
correct,
Monday, I
correct.
think.
Correct. Up to 1 week, isn't it?
So then in that case.
Lordship,
can-
I'm wavering for some of the private respondents. The IE is for modification of the interim order dated 10/3/2024.
It's a modification.
Yes,
Yes.
Lordship.
Who
Lordship-
passed the order?
Lordship,
It was passed by Justice who?
Justice.
Case, my lordship.
No, lordship. Mine is short.
It's shorted.
I'm,
In that
I'm
case,
agreed
No
by the chair.
modification can be taken up by any bench, any
Yes.
court lordship. However, lordship,
Generally, we not used to, because modification, if it is a modification.
I have a short
then the
submission, lordship.
order passed by the concerned court should actually modify. Otherwise, it may not be.
Lord-
In that case, do one thing. You can talk with the registry also, so that the matter may be taken up through VC. In fact, yesterday also, I have taken up the matters from principal seat through VC because of modification. So because the judge is still, I mean, he is not got retired and all, so that can be, that's fine.
Lordship, that is with regard to IE.
Yes,
In the
I-
writ petition, in the main writ petition, lordship, all the respondents have filed their respective counter affidavits.
Now see,
I-
if any modification is supposed required, that has to be modified first and then will come to for hearing. Hearing, I don't have any objection, but the question is that IA has to be before this court. Because there is some notification also in that case, or otherwise also, the order passed by the court concerned should modify this. So you can talk to the registry also, so that it can be placed before the principal seat. Over principal seat, he will take up the matter through VC. Yesterday also, I took up 2 matters through VC. That was also for modification only. In that case.
Lordship, then it may be fixed on Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Yes.
I simply passed the order, let matter may be fixed on Tuesday, but to with the registry, you have to talk with the registry.
Lordship.
And the registry has to be communicated with the registry of the principal seat, then only matter may be listed.
Lordship.
Because consent is also required, the other judge, because he may be, I don't know, maybe there may be, so otherwise we are listing it on Tuesday.
Lordship.
At best, we are listing it on Tuesday for modification or whatever. Pursuant of already list the request made by the council for both sides, list the matter accordingly on Tuesday. So
Obliged.
who is under between the council,
Ajo, lordship. Ajo, the arguing counsel.
Ajo,
Lordship, lordship.
he is under bereavement. Right, these things also submitted that Mr. Ajo, the learned counsel for the petitioner, is under bereavement. And accordingly, both the parties have agreed to list the matter, for adjournment of the matter, list the matter accordingly on Tuesday. Which why I might make it correction.
Lordship, the interim may be
Tuesday,
extended till then.
27th. 27/5, interim was there,
Lordship, lordship.
interim be continued till next date of list.
Much obliged, lordship.
May I please, my lord? Lordship, I beg to mention hearing item number 25.
Yes,
Lordship, I have some personal difficulties today. If this matter can be listed on 5th of June, my lord.
who is the other side? You?
No objection.
Hangami did done it, senior government advocate, and submitted it due to his personal inconvenience. It's not in a position to take up the matter, to proceed with the matter. Prayer allowed. To which the learned counsel for the petitioner raised no objection. List the matter according on 5th of June, you have seen.
Correct, my lord.
5/6.
Your lordship, there is an interim.
Interim was there, interim will continue till next date of list.
Lordship, I also beg to mention item number 18, your lordship. My lord, in this matter, I'm appearing for respondent number 2,
Yes.
item 18, my lord. Lordship, respondent number 2, however, has been transferred out, your lordship, and in his place, and the new incumbent has taken charge. So, your lordship, the petitioner counsel this morning was,
Name of the counsel for the respondent is not reflected in the cause list.
Ye-
You have already entered into appearance, I think.
yes, I have entered my appearance, your lordship, earlier.
Item number 8. Item number 8. Otherwise, you are appearing for item, respond number 1,
No, respondent number 2 only, my lord.
2.
2. who is the Commissioner and Secretary to the PhD Department, my lord. However, the respondent number 2 has been transferred out, your lordship. In fact, the counsel for the petitioner is already aware of this. He also was informing me this morning, your lordship, inside the court premises. However, I think he is on his leg in court number 1 today. So a new impleadment has to be done, my lord, in fact.
And otherwise, you cannot tell us what about the other respondent? They have already entered into appearance or?
I don't think so, your lordship, because it is in the outer column, my lord.
Yes. It's not, one other pair was there, said respondent number, impleadment of respondent number 4 was.
Yes, yes, my lord. I think it is still awaited, my lord.
I think so. It appears so called for the petition. However, Mr. Hamid Ilanid, senior advocate appearing on behalf of the respondent number 2 has submitted that the respondent number 2 had already got transferred and the new incumbent had already joined in the safe post. Accordingly, he submitted that there may be, the amendment will be required to implement the name of new respondent and the new incumbent for the post of Commissioner Secretary as a respondent number 2, or maybe respondent number 5 also. I think.
Respondent number 5, my lord.
As a respondent. In this regard, the petitioner will take necessary steps, list the matter accordingly after 2 weeks. Now they are not here, so
Yes.
you may also intimate them
Yes, definitely, lordship, I
so
will.
that he can file a prayer and can be.
Lordship, I inform them, my lord.
So it will be after 2 weeks, list after 2 weeks. Okay, we're listing it after 2 weeks.
Lordship, I am deeply obliged, my lord.
Yeah, Mr. Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 23.
By the way, one more sentence you did, registry is also hereby directed to reflect the name of the council appearing on behalf of the respondents. Is which item you're saying?
23, Lordship. Lordship, here I have instruction to appear on behalf of respondent number 2, 4, and 6, Lordship.
2, 4, and 6.
Yes, Lordship, for the medical department. Lordship, here the petitioner is challenging the policy of the government, whereby the government has framed a policy for appointment of land ownership on policy on freely donated land, Lordship. Lordship, this notification, Lordship, will kindly find in page.
So you're going to put a matter, then we'll let the matter reach then also.
Lordship.
May it please, my lord, I beg to mention item 5 to 16. Affidavit is under preparation, and then I may require 3 weeks' time, since I'll be sending it for vetting and then thereafter filing. 5 to 16.
In all the matters you are appearing for, respondent number?
I'm for all the state respondents.
State respondent.
Yes, my lord.
And you are appearing in all the matters 5 to 16?
Yes, Lord.
In all the matters for the petition?
Yes, Lord.
So you want to take some instructions?
No, affidavit is under preparation, ma'am.
If the affidavit is under preparation, that will be kindly report.
Yes, yes. Okay.
So may I pray that 3 weeks' time may be granted, ma'am, to file my affidavit.
Worship, in this case, the main respondent is again the respondent number 1 and 4. Worship, they also yet to file the affidavit.
They have not filed?
No, they have not.
So you are representing.
My lord,
you
I'm
are
for the
respon-
respondent number 1 and 4.
You are for the 1 and 4.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
about your affidavit?
My lord, we are yet to file our affidavit.
Yet to file.
Yes, my lord.
Heard, Mr. You are Mr.
Limo.
Nimo Appa, the learned counsel for the petitioners, and also heard.
My lord, I'm LD Santan, additional AG
Santan,
for the,
Additional AZ appearing for the state
State
respondents.
respondents.
Numbers you can tell us?
pardon, my lord,
The respondent numbers,
2, 3,
No,
5, 6, and 7.
2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. 6 and 7, submitted that he needs 3 weeks' time for filing their affidavit in opposition, though as the affidavit, filing affidavit for filing of the affidavit is under process. Full stop. In that context, you're Mr.
尽量 form for Yarrawati CGC, my lord.
You're appearing for
Yarraw-
CCC,
Yes, my lord. Yarrawati CGC.
appearing for on behalf of Mr.
Yarrawati CGC.
Naftali so and so for Lani CGC for the response number 1 and 4. Also submitted that they all need some time for filing their affidavit in opposition. Considering the prayer made by Lani counsel for both sides, please the matter accordingly with you 2 weeks' time.
3 weeks time.
Please the matter accordingly after 3 weeks.
Much.
Obliged, my lord.
May I please, my lord? Your lordship, I also beg to mention item number 21. Your lordship, in this matter, I have been asked to appear for response number 2, 3, and 4. I'm entering my appearance for the first time, my lord, today.
2, 3.
3 and 4, my lord. Yes. In fact, respondent number 1 happens is yeah.
The private respondent is the main respondent in this
Yes.
case, your lordship. They are respondent number 1. We do not know whether the service of notice is completed or not.
No, he is appearing for response number 2, 3, and 4.
Yes, your lordship,
Other
that's
private
the,
responsible.
No.
those are the state respondents.
Yeah, those are the state
You're
official
the
respondents.
state respondent.
This is
Yes,
still
yes,
arising out
yeah.
of a civil suit, your lordship. We have served the notice through the registry on 18/2/2025, your lordship.
So, we are on IA first, na?
Yes, your lordship. For the condonation of delay.
Acha. Office note is not available here. Service report for the respondents as delivered. So 2, 3, and 4 are the state respondent. 1
Yes.
is the private respondent.
Yes, your lordship. So
Still
if
awaited, I
upon
think he is
the
not,
private respondent, since we do not know her personal address, if we may be allowed to go for a substitute notice by way of publication in a newspaper, your lordship. The justice law is
Since we
impossible.
come, let us first see,
Okay.
still awaited. In the next date of listing, if it is still awaited or there is no report in that regard, then make a prayer for Dusty. Why are you not interested in Dusty?
No, it's not that we are not interested. We do not know her address, your lordship. The appellant is the office of the principal accountant general.
You have given one address, but resident of Nagarjan is there.
Yes, your lordship, but we do not know whether she is actually residing there. That was the address which was earlier available with us.
Have any?
No, your lordship, because the respondent number 1 actually has already been retired from service. So we don't have a present address, your lordship.
Retired,
Yes.
but even if it retires, the office should have maintained the records, service record. From the service record, you can provide the proper address to it. Because obviously a person as a government employee or whatever he is,
Yes.
their service record has to be used. Proper address. If it is not the problem, I don't know.
Yes. However, your lordship, it may also happen that the respondent may be on the rented house also. So that we cannot ascertain, your lordship, as of today. But I think, yeah, the best is through a paper publication if that can be done. Yes, at least, yes.
As your ladyship has suggested, perhaps on the next date then.
Till next date, we are going to await for the service. If it is same return, this service is not returned.
Your ladyship.
Mr. Your J.
Joshua.
Joshua Soki, the counsel for the petition. And also heard Mr. Yamavi, the learned senior government advocate. senior government advocate for appearing for the respondent number 2, 3, and 4. However, from the office note, it is seen that the service is still awaited for the private respondent number 1. You have already filed your
No, Your Lordship, I'm appearing for the first time, my lord.
first time.
Yes.
Mr. The learned government advocate further submitted that he is appealing for the first time for the state respondent number 2, 3, and 4, and needs some time to file their affidavit in opposition.
3 weeks time, Your Lordship.
And service be awaited for the respondent number 1. We awaited the service for respondent number 1.
Lordship.
I'm deeply obliged, my lord.
Please, my lord. My lord, I beg to mention item number 19 and 20. In both the items, I'm for a private respondent, my lord. And I'm yet to file my counter. So I pray to grant 3 weeks time, my
How
lord.
many, your respondent, private respondent means? Who are the private respondents here?
In item number 19, I am respondent number 4. And in item number 20, I'm respondent number 6,
You are
private respondent.
the state is already appeared.
Lordship, the state also yet to file for filing in 3 weeks time.
Apart from respondent number 4 in item number 19 or respondent number 6 of the item number 20, are there any other private respondents? Or otherwise all are state respondents?
No.
State respondents.
State respondents.
Same. Part.
I, Jamir.
Government advocate.
No, my lord, a private respondent for a private.
Oh, sorry. Hearing. In item number 19. It is time to file the affidavit. The same day limits. We also
Which are not for the state.
which are not for the state response submitted it. Time for further. How
2 weeks time.
and 3 weeks and update the respondents. to file.
My lord, I've already filed my vakalat number, but my name has not been reflected.
But still, reflect the name of learned counsel appearing for the private respondents on the cause list, as he had already filed his vakalat number.
Obliged, my lord.
Lordship, Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 3, Your Lordship. Lordship, here the leading counsel, PP Paul is out of station, Lordship. So.
PP Paul.
Yes, Lordship. So we can come after 2 weeks, Lordship.
Apart from the government council, there are 3 names have been reflected in the house list.
Yes, Lord.
Appearing on behalf of Mr. P.B. Paul, counsel for the petition, submitted that due to personal accordingly paid while entering which and so the woman government petition is the entry accordingly you
2 weeks.
after 2 weeks this according
There's an interim, Lordship.
interim because in it.
Lordship, I can beg to mention item number 4, Your Lordship. Lordship, if 2 weeks may be granted, Your Lordship, to file our reply, Your Lordship.
You are for the respondent and
Petitioner, Lordship.
who reply.
Yes.
Item number 4 also is by the you are for the respondent.
3, my lord.
Respondent number
3, my lord.
3. The learned counsel so and so appearing for the respondent number 3 also raised no objection. List the matter how many weeks?
2 weeks, Lordship.
List accordingly after 2 weeks.
Lordship, there's also an interim, Lordship.
Interim was there?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Interim will continue till next date of list.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Obliged, Lord.
Yes, Your Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 26. Lordship, as per the last order dated 9/4/2025, this honorable court has allowed me to implead the necessary party. Respondent
Give me
number 2.
26 item number. Director General of Police is to be party in this.
And prayer has been allowed on date 16/5/2025 by this honorable court. However, we're yet to issue notice to respondent number 2, so.
16/5. It
yes,
was fixed on
16
16/5.
Yes, yes.
16/5 order clans here. Sixteen-five order is. The order on 16/5. Last order as per this record, last order was 9/4.
No, last order is 16/5.
16/5 order was 16/5 order.
Your Ladyship, on the last occasion, the IA for impleadment of respondent number 2 was allowed by this honorable court.
Oh,
So,
you are making submission in IA.
yes, IA was allowed.
16/5 is not available in the record. Yes, IA 16/5 is there.
Yes,
It
yes,
was
yes.
allowed.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Okay.
However, we're yet to issue notice to respondent number 2.
No, you are allowed to make necessary rectification in the cost title also. Have you made the rectification, modification you have made? Is there any amendment in your main cost title? Because as per the order, you were asked to amend the cost title,
Yes, Your Lordship.
impleading the DIG Cyber or whatever. So you have not done this one also.
We've already amended it.
Amended?
Yes, yes, Lord.
Yeah, amendment is, so now as per amendment, whom you have made party?
It's respondent number 2.
Respondent?
Number 2. The Director
And it was
General
a
of
sole
Police.
respondent only.
Yes, only one respondent.
Only one respondent. So you have made the respondent number 2.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Neither clear.
Your Ladyship knows they have to file an amended memo of parties. Only then after that, the notice has to be issued to the respondent
Is
number
there
2.
any hand correction here, handwritten correction? No.
We've made the
Because
correction.
handwritten correction is not accepted nowadays, now. That's
No.
why I asked. You have filed.
Yes, yes, Your Lordship.
What I say? 197. Yes, I have filed. Oh, you have already filed.
Yes, Your
So
Lordship.
have you taken steps for issuance of notice?
To issue notice to respondent number 2. So,
You have already issued,
no, not yet.
not yet issued.
Yes.
Acha.
Allowed me to issue notice to registered AD.
Obviously. Hard MS, you are MS Meadow, Kiki, hard MS Meadow, Kiki, the learned counsel for the petition. And also hard Mr. M. Jamir.
Your Honor.
Huh?
Yes, M. Jimmy.
Jamir learned counsel for the appeal for the respondent number 1. Next para, it is submitted by MS Kiki that in person to the order passed in IA Civil 70 of 2025. Dated 16/5/2025, they have already implemented the response CID, the Director General of Police, State Cybercrime CID as a respondent number 2. And the amendment post title has also been filed in that regard. However, she submitted that the steps could not be taken to the respondent number 2 till date. Post of. Miss the petitioner is directed to take steps on the respondent number 2 through registered dating and as usual process. List accordingly after 4 weeks. After list accordingly after 4 weeks. You have already filed your counter, no?
Yes. Obliged.
For motion, item number 1.
Yes, Your Lordship.
This was item number. Yes, item number 1.
This urgent petition has been proceeded against the respondent for non-compliance with the order dated 31st 5/2025 for bus budgets on the board and the PPC 92 of 2023, Your Honor.
The WPC order was passed on when? In 92, 2023, dated? Date was? On which? 21st, why? We are issuing notices. You are MS? Okay, and here. Then application is subsequent. Here. And disobedience of the order passed in WPC 92 of 2023, dated 21/05/2024. Issue notice to all the respondents to register AD and as usual process. List the matter accordingly. After 4 weeks, we'll do. After 4 weeks.
Item number 2.
Please, Lordship. I am in BC, my lord.
You are PC, but
There is some problem with my video, my lord.
video is not coming, in fact.
Yes,
We are
ma'am.
hearing you. We are hearing you, but video is not there.
Yes, ma'am. I am Mr. S. Botago, my lord, from Gauhati, my lord. My lord, but here, my lord, there is a delay of my lord preparing this appeal, my lord. But delay is by 64 days, my lord. At least, my lord, may issue notice, my lord, to the opposite parties, my lord.
Okay. It's a MSc appeal.
Yes, madam.
Parties council for the I am council appealing for the petition. This is an application under Section 5 of the Limitation Act. We with Section 173A, subsection 1 of the Motor Vehicle MV Act for condonation of delay of 64 days in preferring the connected appeal. Issue notice, issue notice to the registered AD and as process.
Within 7 days, madam, we will take a step.
And the steps may be taken within 7 days. Is the matter accordingly. After 4 weeks, we'll do, Mr. Botakur, or
After 4 weeks, madam.
list accordingly after 4 weeks. Okay, well, listing after 4 weeks.
Yes. Oblige, madam.
For admission, item number 17.
May I please, my lord. My lord, this is a criminal petition filed under section 528 of the BNSS, challenging the order dated 30/1/2025 passed by the Special Judge NDPS Kohima. My lord, my limited prayer in this petition is that petitioner is seeking the interim custody of the vehicle white alto bearing registration number MN03P 8285, along with the registration card and driving license, which
You're
were
seeking
refused.
custody.
My
Like
lord,
this petition is for praying for custody or what?
yes, a Zimma application, my lord, Zimma petition, my lord.
So earlier you have approached the special judge, court of the special judge,
Yes, we have,
Where is the rejection order? You have annexed any rejection order here?
no, my lord, I have not annexed in my petition, my lord. But I have,
No, this is a
yes,
petition
yes.
you're seeking for custody of your vehicle.
Yes, my lord.
Seeking Zimma or custody of your vehicle,
Yes,
isn't
yes, my
it?
lord.
That which has already been seized by police in connection with this case.
Yes, my lord.
It was a POXO or NDPS?
NDPS, my lord.
NDPS case.
NDPS, my lord.
So we have come
I have
before this.
annexed
court, I guess.
the relevant paras in my petition, my lord. On the ground where my petition was
Your
rejected,
Zimma petition was rejected.
rejected, my lord.
You otherwise, how can we pass the order? Why don't you, I mean, the order is necessary, no? How can we pass the order?
My lord, the relevant para is page number 4 of my petition, my lord. Para 6. And the relevant para,
Para
the
6.
para 6. And the relevant para is next page number 5. Para number 9.
Hmm.
Para number 9, may I read, my lord? The accused petitioner being the owner, driver of the seized vehicle, as well as the owner of the seized drugs in the instant case. This court is not inclined to release the seized vehicle, the vehicle documents to the petitioner accused at this stage. The report of the IO is also states that the requisition of the seized vehicle has been sent to RTO Sinapati and that report is still awaited. On that ground, my petition was rejected, my lord. By the
No, see,
land,
especially in NDPS matters,
my lord,
what had happened, you may be the owner of the vehicle,
my lord,
or you may not be involved also.
my
You
lord.
have also cited as this accused or no, not yet?
Yes, yes.
You are also an accused.
I'm arraigned as an accused, my
Arrested
lord.
and accused.
My lord.
The question is this, your vehicle is involved in this case.
Yes,
And
yes.
particularly what had happened in the NDPS matter, sometimes you see that there are some secret chambers are also been
My lord.
there. So in that case, your vehicle, I don't know, what is your case? I don't know.
But the
So
petitioner,
whether is any report was called for?
Yes, Your Lordship. On
Report
the-
you have already received
Lordship may kindly peruse the last order, 27th March 2025. Your
filed by
Lordship.
this court.
Yes, Your Lordship. The matter has been heard on this day, Your Lordship. 27th of March 2025.
27th of March.
Yes, Your Lordship. Second para, Your Lordship.
Huh.
The public prosecutor, in support of her submission opposing the grant of Zimma to the present petitioner, relied upon the ruling of the apex court in the case of Vishwasjit Dey versus State of Assam, as well as the judgment of the High Court of Madras in the case of Pala Naipan versus State represented by the Inspector of Police, Sanda Mandlam, Salam District. On this, the learned counsel for the petitioner prays for some time to go through the state rulings and make his response to the same. So today, Your Lordship, the petitioner has to satisfy Your Lordship on this point. The accused himself is the owner of the vehicle, Your Lordship. And there is a clear case that the vehicle is involved in the commission of the offense. On that day, Your Lordship, I have handed over the case diary, scanned copy. If Your Lordship may kindly peruse the statement of the accused, page 3.
Page 3 of the scan copy. No?
Yes, yes, Your Lordship. The statement of the accused H. Dot.
Page 3.
Page 3, Your Lordship.
Oh, this is the statement.
Yes, yes, Your Lordship. So the relevant portion, Your Lordship, is at page 4, second para, page 4, second para. As told by the Alvis, I kept rupees 1,95,000 in the said shop and went there again after the lapse of some few hours and delivered these 6 stop cases containing suspected heroin, which were already found keeping in the shop. I concealed, Your Lordship, this is the statement of the accused, 4 stop cases inside the backside pocket of the left side front seat, and other two stop cases were kept concealed on my body paste with brown tape. Your Lordship, so this is a clear case where the where the accused use his vehicle, your lordship.
But my lord,
Yes.
sorry.
So, your lordship, the scenario laid down by the apex court clearly covers the case, your lordship.
But it is the story of the prosecution, my lord. That statement
No,
is not
he has to
evidence.
satisfy.
The question is that on the last occasion, that is on 27/3, the
And
matter
when, my
was
lord?
heard. No, the matter was heard. And as per the order, two
Yes.
judgments were they relied upon.
Yes.
In the similarly situated
I've gone through the
cases.
judgment, my lord, and the judgment, actually, it's not against me, my lord. This was it, day 2025, my lord. And even after that, I have a judgment, my lord, passed by Supreme Court, my lord. My lord, if you see my petition at page 16, my lord, there are another co-passenger with the accused, but there is nothing has been explained. And so, since the petitioner, he denied all the allegation, but
No.
But
those things
not denied,
will be
I think,
proved.
if you go by the statement of the accused, which was
Yes.
recorded by the
But that is
investigating
the
officer, it says
police
that.
document, my lord.
Pardon?
Those are the police documents, my lord. They may write whatever they want, my
No,
lord.
these are relevant, your lordship, in consideration of
Now,
Zimma.
at present, we don't have anything. So
Yeah.
we have
My
to
lord, my
go
lord.
by the statement of so-and-so or the materials which are with the report. Because we don't have any other matters. You have
Yes.
a submission that you are innocent, you're not connected with the case, but fact is that the contraband was recovered from your vehicle. It
Yes.
is an admitted position.
Yes.
You cannot deny it. So that is why they have most probably cited some decision which were,
Yes.
you have gone through those decisions of this Honorable Supreme Court. Na?
My lord, my lord.
So what is your submission if you want to and submit anything in that regard?
My lord, going by the citation submitted by the learned PP in the same judgment, if
In
we
Biswajit.
Biswajit Day, my
Ah.
lord. Para 21, it says that
Biswajit, just a second.
I have extra copy, my lord.
We have here. Yes, Biswajit we have.
Yes, yes.
She had already.
Yes, on the last occasion.
Yes.
My lord, if we,
Which
if
para
we,
you were referring
Para
on?
29,
29,
30.
30. These are the
Yes,
two
that
paras.
squarely covers the present case. And a Madras High Court judgment also.
Yes.
In that case, your lordship, the owner is the father of the accused, but still Zimma has been rejected.
So yes, from Biswajit, what do you want to submit?
my lord, here in the present case, charge sheet is yet to be filed. So trial is yet to be started. And if we see para 21,
21.
confiscation can only be confiscation proceeding can only be started after the trial is over. When the accused is acquitted,
It is not yet confiscated.
no.
That is not an issue here, your lordship.
Is there any prayer from the IO for confiscation? I don't.
No.
No,
Till,
nothing.
till that, it's not here.
and para 21 is also states that no specific bar in NTPS Act to
No.
release the vehicle on Zimma, my lord.
Para 20,
Para 22, my lord.
22.
Yes.
It is obvious. It's
Yes.
no bar. Obviously, there cannot be any bar for allowing, but the situation and circumstances has to be considered. That is the issue. Otherwise, it's not a case that in the NDPS case, it is barred or banned that you cannot give the Zimma of the vehicle. It's not there. There are many cases where the owner may be innocent also. Their vehicle may be used by some other else. But here in the instant case, directly it is seen that you are involved
Yes.
and you are added as an accused. And that apart, the entire contraband was recovered from your position, from
Yes.
conscious position. That is the case.
Mhm.
So in that regard, definitely there cannot be any bar.
Mm,
We can all understand.
yes.
And that
My
apart,
lord.
yes. Any other? So he was pressing on 21 and 22
Yes,
Right.
yes. And 31, my lord.
and 31.
Yes. Which my honorable counsel, Mr. Miss PP has relied. Here, the which the 4 scenarios which he relied.
What?
Court observed that this is not a rigid formula, my lord, but it is open to the trial court, my lord. And another suggestion which I want to rely is, my lord, passed by the same honorable court, my lord.
Yes. You
I would rely on
basically
para 5, my lord.
Para 5?
Para 5. Here the accused, according to para 2, here the accused is here the petitioner is a prime accused. But since there is no confiscation proceeding ongoing, Zimma was allowed, my lord.
Para 5, na?
Para 5, my lord.
May I know the case?
Parties. My lord, I also would like to rely on one Supreme Court judgment passed after Biswajit Day, my lord. The operative paras are para 12 to 14, my lord, page 4. Page 4, my lord.
Yes.
Para 12 to 14, my lord.
Yes.
May I read it, my lord? May I read it?
Yes, yes, you can.
It is a settled law that the seized vehicles can be confiscated by the trial court only on the conclusion of the trial, when the accused is convicted or acquitted or discharged. Further, even when the court is of the view that the vehicle is liable for confiscation, it must give an opportunity of hearing to the person who may claim any right to the seized vehicle before passing an order of confiscation. However, the seized vehicle is not liable to confiscation if the owner of the seized vehicle can prove that the vehicle was used by the accused person without the owner's knowledge or conveyance, and that he has taken all reasonable precautions against such use of the seized vehicle by the accused person. Para 13. Recently, this court in Biswajit Day versus State of Assam has held that there is no specific bar restriction under NDPS Act for release of the interim of any seized vehicle. Para 14, my lord. Since the respondent state is unable to give any definitive timeline as to when trial against the fifth accused would conclude, this court directs the trial court to release the vehicle in question after preparing a video and still photographs of the seized vehicle, subject to the appellants furnishing a surety bond of rupees 2,10,000 instead of 6 lakhs. Here also, my lord, still charge sheet is yet to be filed, and there is no timeline when the trial will be over, my lord. And also, it also refers to Biswajit Day in para 13, that there is no specific bar.
Biswajit Day is that, I will feel that as you have already cited para 2021.
Yes,
there
my lord.
cannot be any bar. There is no such bar.
Yes, my lord.
In releasing the vehicle in the case of NDPS, there is no such bar. But the facts is different. That's what. And now you are insisting on para 12, 13, whatever.
Yes, my
So
lord.
12 is obviously is there. If there is confiscation proceeding, the owner should be heard, or there are some criteria
Yes.
which has to be considered while passing an order for confiscation. There are some.
Only on the conclusion of trial, my lord.
Yes,
And
obviously,
that,
obviously.
and that
It is still
the
under
petitioner will prove, my
investigation,
lord.
I think. This question of confiscation is not yet, na?
No, no.
No, no, my lord.
Still under investigation.
Still under
But that will be done only after the trial, my lord.
Yeah, obviously.
And the petitioner will prove, my lord.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll pass you order.
Yeah.
Much
Right,
appreciated.
your lordship.
I'll pass you order.
Lordship.
Keep this one in my chamber. I'll pass you on.
For orders, item number 22.
Your Ladyship, I appear on behalf of respondent number 8. Respondent number 8, the Nagaland State Women's Commission, was impleaded by order dated 6th of May, 2025.
6th of May, 2025.
Yes. Our affidavits in opposition are all on record. The state also has filed the affidavits. The Learned Counsel will.
So you are representing respondent number 8, na?
Your Ladyship would see the memo of parties. The petitioner had actually, and in my respectful submission, very inappropriately made the individual members of the commission party by name. Thereafter, by the order dated 6th May of this honorable court, the Nagaland Women's Commission has now been impleaded, and we have filed our affidavit already.
You're insisting on 6/5, na?
6th May 2025, Your Ladyship.
You have a copy of the order 16/4 at last. And the 6/5 is where is 6/5? In IA? Okay. So you paid for implement.
Yes.
You filed a IA for
For
your
the commission itself, yes.
Yes.
For respondent number
Yes,
8.
for now we have pleaded as respondent number
Now
8.
you have pleaded.
And my
respondent number
affidavit in opposition is on record because I am the original complainant on the basis of which the legal machinery was set in motion. It's a very egregious matter where there are a large number of women employees of a public sector authority who have made the complaint of sexual harassment, outraging modesty, insulting modesty against a senior officer who was thereafter transferred. And as per the news report that I read this morning from the newspaper, he has
Yes.
been suspended.
He is a person. I have also read it in the newspaper. He
That's
has been suspended.
yes,
Lordship.
One IS officer. was there.
Lordship.
that is right. He's seeking quashing. And so if your ladyship would, we can address arguments.
Lordship, here, as per the last office note dated 19/5/2025. For respondent number 6 and 7, notice is still awaited.
6 and
Respondent
7.
number 6.
Lordship, 6, 7, 8.
No,
I believe.
8 has been
8
noted.
has been, we have received. the
6 and
affidavit
7
numbers.
are, that is precisely the submission. That is the submission I've made. 6, let us see the memo of parties, your ladyship, if I may just take.
On 16.
No, the Vakalatnama is on record.
We have received the copy on
Yes.
20/25/2025 for respondent number 8.
Yes,
And also for the
Six-
state respondent for respondent number 3 and 4. But we're yet to receive for
I
respondent.
have
number 1 and
already
2,
made
Lordship.
that submission. 6 and 7 are the individual members.
Lordship.
Your ladyship, as I submitted, they are members of the Nagaland State Women's Commission. They are not here in their individual capacity. Very inappropriately, the petitioner, who himself is an IS officer, impledes them individually. And therefore, the court said, implead the commission. No act is being performed by them in their individual capacity. The affidavit of the commission is the affidavit of everyone today. There is
Now,
no.
otherwise, in earlier occasion, who was appearing for 6 and 7? Is there any? No.
No, Lordship.
Is
For
it still
respondent number
awaiting?
5, my learned counsel, senior
5
counsel,
he is
Sanjay
appearing.
was there, Lordship,
Five.
for chairman.
For the chairperson,
Yes.
on whose behalf now the respondent number 8, the affidavit is of course of the chairperson.
What do you want to say?
But
in
here,
that
Lordship,
regard?
why we have implemented as an individual is that as per my, in the main repetition criminal, page 21, the summon has been issued by the members, the chairman, as well as the 2 members. So that is the main reason why.
Your
we have
ladyship may
implemented,
have that page.
Lordship. Page 21 and Exhibit B.
Your ladyship may have the page and please see the document. If commission
Of the
members
main
are going to be
repetition.
harassed in this way, then commissions are, this is an attempt to actually intimidate a commission, which is a statutory body. The court will have to take note of this. Your ladyship may see page 21. It is on the letterhead of the commission. Of course, it will be the members and the chairperson who will do it in their capacity as members. This is not an act I'm performing in my individual capacity. A commission will be represented through a human person.
No, so you were insisting that the summons were issued by these three,
Lordship,
5, 6, and 7.
Yes, Lordship. 6, 7, and 8, 5, 6, and 7.
5, 6, and 7.
And as per the request of the respondents, we have implemented respondent number 8, that is the
That 8
statutory
has
body of
already
the
been
NSC.
implemented, it's correctly implemented, and she has already filed their, I mean, 8 has already filed their affidavit in opposition. So you want to again insist on for this, this service on respond number 6 and 7 or
6
what?
and 7, Lordship.
Now she is saying that 6 and 7 is no, I mean.
Your ladyship may
it's
take,
commission.
I'm ready to argue this matter, 6 and 7. What act, this is the act if he's addressing.
The merit will be afterwards, but here we have also yet to receive for respondent number 1 and 2 as well, Lordship.
1 and 2 also.
Lordship.
Respond
We
number
are
1 and
still
2
yet
is
to
not
receive.
clear.
1 and 2 is still awaited?
Yes. We're still yet to receive, Lordship.
She's appearing.
Yes.
Appearing for 1 and 2.
We have
3,
received for
3 who
3
is
and 4.
appearing? 3,
1 to 4, I'm appearing, Your Lordship.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, and 4, I'm appearing.
You are appearing.
Yes, Your Lordship.
It was 3 and 4, which you-
That is all right. Your ladyship, the court has enough experience. This is a criminal investigation going on under an FIR. They want each respondent, the state of Nagaland, the DGP, the whatever is the equivalent of the SHO, to file separate counter affidavits. If you want to drag the matter, it is your petition. The court can adjourn it, but on behalf of 5, 6, and 7, we have performed all acts as official members of the Women's Commission. The counter affidavit of 8 should
No,
suffice.
in that case, what we want to, what we can do, that if 6 and 7, suppose 6 and 7 appears, and then they substitute your counter affidavit. I
Will
mean,
be
affidavit,
adopted.
that may
But
stand
your
up.
ladyship may adopt my, may record my submission that this is a way in which they are trying to browbeat and harass and intimidate members of the women members of the commission. This is what is going on. This is precisely what has resulted in this nature of such an egregious crime. This petitioner is facing prosecution under POCSO. This petitioner is now being investigated for sexually harassing more than 8 women in his office. And now he has been suspended as of 21st of May. Now he wants to browbeat the women of the commission, the members of the commission, who are the reason why do these commissions exist? Why are they created by statute? Why is there a state human rights commission? Is this the way an IS officer is expected to conduct himself when there is a criminal investigation? And now there is an insistence that individual members will file. Your ladyship may record this submission. In this way, commissions will not be able to function.
Yeah, we'll see. Yes, Mr. Anything you want to submit?
Lordship, then in the meantime, I may be allowed to file my affidavit in reply.
Yes,
Yes, Lordship.
your rejoinder.
And what about 6 and 7? Anything anyone wants to, because she submitted that
If
the
Lordship,
affidavit in opposition, she has already filed.
Lordship.
For the respond number 8 will cover this.
I'm great.
That is the case,
But
Lordship.
here,
I'm grateful.
Lordship.
6 and 7 is still awaited, that can be understood, but otherwise
Lordship.
1, 2, 4 government is appearing.
Lordship.
5 you are appearing. 5 for 5 you are.
5
appearing.
is the chairperson because the commission has filed. So now I'm a little surprised by this reading of the law. He's saying 5 is now covered because the affidavit of 8 obviously comes in the name of the chairperson. But 6 and 7 are expected to file otherwise. I am not, this is my first appearance before the Nagaland High Court, and it's a privilege to appear before your ladyship. But this is not a reading of the law.
On the day of motion, I appeared for respondent number 5. I accepted notice on behalf of respondent number 5. And on that day itself, I raised the objection that respondents 5, 6, and 7
Yes.
Are not the necessary
yes,
party,
are not
right.
necessary parties, which is why they took corrective step to include respondent number 8.
Hmm.
And so I believe respondent number 5, 6, and 7's counter affidavit is not necessary in the instant.
They're necessary or proper parties.
Yes, in fact, their presence is not essential.
Yes, you're Mr. A.
V goes, Your Lordship.
V. Koja, the counsel
Lordship.
for the learned counsel for the petition. And also heard Mr. Your V. A. Mary, as Mary, the learned government advocate appearing on behalf of respondent number 1 to 4. And 5, you're appearing your counsel as a counsel. I record your name.
No.
We are appearing
We are-
together for 5, from 5 to 8 now.
5 and 8, and 6 and 7, if she wants to await, let it be on the next date, or you
Your
can
ladyship,
represent.
if
You are
required,
going to
I will
represent.
cover,
Okay.
that affidavit is on behalf of
5.
all.
And also heard, your MS,
Vrinda Grover,
Vrinda Grover,
please, your ladyship.
B. Grover, the counsel, you are as a strength of what strength you are appearing as a, you are under what strength you are appearing? As
I'm
a
appearing on behalf of the, I think
commission,
my-
na?
on behalf of the commission.
Okay, appearing on behalf of the State Commissioner for Women, Government of Nagaland, as a for the respondent number 8, as well as for the respondent number 5, 6, 5 and 8, and also representing the respondent number 6 and 7. She further submitted that the counter affidavit has already been filed on behalf of the respondent number 8, which will cover the respondent number, the respondent number 5, 6, and 7. She further submitted that 5, 6, and 7 are also not the necessary party in this regard. However, she had already filed the affidavit in opposition on behalf of the respondent from 5 to 8. We'll stop next para. In that context, Mr. V. Koja submitted that. So you are going to file your affidavit in
Lordship,
reply.
Lordship.
He's going to file his affidavit in reply, and accordingly need how many weeks you need?
Lordship, 2 weeks, Lordship.
2 weeks time to file their affidavit in opposition, affidavit in reply. This is the matter accordingly after. Is there any convenient date you want?
Yes, I'm very grateful, your ladyship, because we started vacations in Delhi, so it was,
Yes,
it was it's a pleasure to appear here, but now there would be other plans. Can it be in the week starting 9th of June? Because I think your vacation begins from
July.
No.
Yeah, your vacation will start from July, I think, na? July
Your
1st.
ladyship, I think it's the calendar shows something else.
1 to 12.
1 to?
12. It's okay. All of June is working, is it?
Yes,
Okay,
1 to 13. I mean 1 to 12. It's a vacation.
30th, from 20th. Your ladyship, the week starting 9th or otherwise post the vacation? Post the vacation, if it's post vacation? Please, your ladyship, it can be post vacation in the week starting 7th of July.
No,
7th of July.
7th of
Oh,
July.
7th is a holiday. I'm sorry.
You may take it in the July, end of July or.
I'm
fourth week
grateful.
of-
I'm grateful. A week
Suppose-
starting 21st July, your ladyship?
Yeah, it can be, because your 2 weeks also be all over by that time, I
Lord.
think, if
Yes.
you want to file any reply.
Yes.
Lord.
So week starting 21st July?
21st of June. No,
21st July, 21st July, your ladyship.
Okay, then it can it be on 22nd of July in that case?
Please, your ladyship.
Because I want to fix a date before your convenience. in
I'm
fact.
very grateful, your ladyship,
Okay.
very grateful, because it is quite your ladyship, of course, travels up and down of almost every week, I would imagine.
Not every week, but we have to be, because
Yes.
outline benches are there.
Yes.
From the principal seat, we have to be here only. So anyway, we are listing it on 22nd of July.
I'm very grateful.
Lord.
And do one thing, in the 22nd of July, if you file your this written affidavit in reply also, matter may be hard on that day,
Lordship, Lordship.
because don't keep it pending
Lordship.
for some.
Lordship.
And
Because
then-
the copy may be served to the other side.
That's all.
Lord.
Advance copy be served
Advance
so
copy
that we
be
are all
served,
ready
it
for.
can be-
Yes, Lord.
Otherwise, person is very.
Right, Lord.
He is an IS officer.
He's an IS officer with a rank of joint secretary. Therefore, it's particularly alarming and concerning.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm very grateful, your ladyship.
Much obliged.
Item number 23.
Absolutely, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, as I've mentioned before, the petitioner is challenging the policy of the government, whereby a government has adopted a policy how to appoint landowners. Lordship,
How to appoint the landowners means? How
le-
to-
le- because lands are freely donated by landowners, Lordship.
Yes, yes.
So in lieu of the freely donated land,
They have to
appointment will be
appoint
given, yes, one-time appointment. It cannot be in perpetuity. Lordship, in fact, there was a bunch of writ petitions filed by landowners and government of Nagaland did not have any policy. So this matter was taken sumoto by the Chief Justice, Lordship. And Lordship, I don't have that order with me, but the Chief Justice has directed the state to frame a policy to deal with the situation, Lordship. Now, accordingly, the state has formulated a policy, Lordship. Lordship may kindly come to the OM, page 80 of
Just a
the.
second, on the last date of order was, which was the last date?
Lordship,
20
this is the second time this being listed, Lordship. I'm appearing for the.
Order was on 22nd of April.
Yes,
First
Lordship.
order.
Yes.
So now you're representing the respondent number?
Respondent number 2, 4, and 6.
2, 4, and 6.
Yes, Lordship. Now, Lordship, why I'm referring to the notification, Lordship. No, Lordship, this notification has been issued by the government. Lordship, may kindly come to page 80.
Just a second, have you filed any counter?
Lordship, I'll be filing. But
You'll
here,
be
Lordship,
filing.
yes, I want to raise an objection because this is an order, this is a notification issued by the Chief Secretary. Government policy, Lordship. Chief Secretary is not a party in this case, Lordship. We are just a department. We are following the notification, Lordship.
Okay, that notification wherein in lieu of the
Yes.
donation of the free land, one appointment should be there.
Yes. Now they are challenging that the clause 3A should be removed as far as the petition is concerned. Lordship, whether there can be relaxation of a notification, a policy for a particular person. Lordship, that was the issue. They filed a writ petition before. They did not challenge this notification. Court said without challenging this notification, you cannot get a relief. So they have challenged this notification now. Now, Lordship, this notification has been issued by the Chief Secretary. This is 5th March 2018, page 80, annexure 22, Lordship. Now, Lordship, coming to the course title. Lordship, page 80, Lordship, yes. Page 80, annexure 22. This is issued by the Chief Secretary, Lordship. Lordship, in the button, you can see, Lordship. Page 80.
Yes.
On the bottom, Chief Secretary. Now, Lordship, coming to the course title. That is one aspect of the matter, Lordship. Coming to the course title. Page 5 of the writ petition, Lordship. Page 5, the course title. State of Nagaland, represented by the Commissioner Secretary, Department of Health and Family Welfare. Lordship, this is not a policy framed by the department. This is a policy adopted by the state. Chief Secretary
But
has
the
to.
notification was issued by the Chief Secretary.
Yes, Lordship.
Lordship, if I may, here we are also challenging the appointment of the private respondent 7 under the Department of Health and Family Welfare.
No doubt, no
Therefore,
doubt,
we have
Lordship. We are not
defeated
disputing.
the Department of Health and Family Welfare.
We are to follow the directions, the policy decision of the government, Lordship. And this,
So now you want to say that the Chief Secretary should be.
yes, they have not implemented. No, without the Chief Secretary, Lordship, the highest, at the administrative head of the state, Lordship. Without he being a party in the case, Lordship, and a person who has issued this notification, Lordship. He, without being
In
heard.
that case, what do you want to say? So he is saying that notification that it 5/3/2018 was basically issued by the Chief Secretary.
Yes.
So you are not being, he is not a party here in this case.
Yes, Lordship. However, we have.
Do you want to take any such instructions or and can order be passed in that regard?
If they don't want to implement, Lordship, yes, we can
In
argue.
that case, if I may be allowed to take some instruction from my senior.
No, otherwise also from his submission to what we have seen.
Yes,
And the notification as annexed in the item as annexure 22. It is also seen that the notification was basically issued by the Chief Secretary.
Yes.
Who is as is rightly submitted, he is the administrative head in the state. So he is not being made as a party because your challenge was there when the notification was there. And also you are challenging the appointment order of respondent number 7.
Yes,
That will come on later on.
Okay.
But if you want to take any instruction regarding the impleadment, so and so, we'll pass and we'll give you a some short day. Otherwise, he can be impleaded.
Lordship, in that case, we may be allowed to file an IA to implead the chief secretary.
You can file. So chief secretary can be okay.
Yes.
You have to be. You may be allowed to file an IA for impleadment of the chief secretary.
Because if this court has to pass an order, it will be against the chief secretary.
Yes,
Because the
obviously.
notification issued by the chief secretary.
Yes.
Lordship. Without hearing the party, the court cannot pass any order, Lordship, appropriate order. Because this is a policy decision.
You are MS.
Pim Hombeni Izong,
P. Mohabin Ijong na.
Lordship.
Say naam to sign also. And so for the petition and also heard. You are Mr.
And Mozoy,
and
M-O-Z-H.
Mozoy.
For respondent number 2,
So you are on the strength of any government?
Lordship, I've been engaged in this case, Lordship. So I'll be filing my affidavit as well as my
No. Engage is question is engage is not. I'm asking you. You are on a strength of any government panel or a
No,
panel?
Lordship. No,
You
Lordship.
have been engaged.
Engaged, Lordship, yes. For
Mr.
2,
So-and-so
4,
for
and
2,
6.
4 and 6. 2, 4 and 6. Have you filed your affidavit in counter?
Lordship, I'll be filing. So I may be given 3 weeks time, Lordship. I'll be filing.
Well, and further submitted that he may be allowed 3 weeks time to file their affidavit of opposition. Next paragraph, further Mr. Chamoy submitted that the notification which is under challenge was issued by the chief secretary, state of Nagaland, which has not been party made in this case, and which is a necessary party to this case. In that context, MS Egeling submitted that they may file and they may be allowed to file an interlocutory application for implement of the chief secretary. So it's prayer allowed. The learned counsel for the petitioner is at liberty to file an interlocutory application for the implement of the chief secretary. So it's you can
But,
file an I and
Lordship,
here yes.
notice upon private respondent is also not completed.
How many the notice is awaited for whom now? He
Private
is appealing
respondent
for
number 7.
246, na?
246.
And notice is awaited
For private respondent number 7.
only for 7 and 1 to
Yes.
1
1,
in regards to 1.
Lordship, sorry, I'm for 1, 4, and 6, Lordship. My apology, Lordship. 1, 4, and
1,
6.
4 and 6.
Yes.
Not 2, huh? 1, 4 and 6. So
To the
two-
government advocate is there, Lordship. I think he's on his foot.
Okay, then if government appears for the 2 and 3 also most probably.
Yes, 2,
He can appear
3,
2,
2,
3
3,
and
5. Yes, 2, 3, 5.
3, 5 can be appeared by
Yes,
the
by the government advocate.
So you are awaiting for service for the respondent number 7.
7, yes.
The service for the respondent number 7 is still awaited. Service be awaited till next date of listing.
Lordship.
List accordingly after 3 weeks. We are enabling you to
Yes, Lordship.
file your affidavit. We are
Yes,
listing it after
Lordship.
3 weeks. And in the meantime, you file an I, will be disposed of because there may not be any objection to from the other side.
Yes, Lordship.
It will be allowed and accordingly you may file your.
Lordship, obliged, Lordship.
Oblige, your Lordship.
Order which you have to follow in the channel. They will be